loaded up.
I loaded it.
Well, this is a story from a long time ago, how the promise of the Lord came true. When the children of Israel found the promised land complete with milk and honey and a view. To get to this place took quite a little time. Well, it took 40 years to be exact. But a leader like Joshua could get his people there, even though a map and compass he lacked. The day finally came, the moment arrived when the River Jordan was in view. Joshua and company were on the east side in a quandary as to what to do. You see, across the water, just down the road, was the promised land we know. But there was a little problem, a tiny obstacle. It was a city called Jericho. I suppose it was more than a little problem. It was really more of a minor hassle. Actually, it was a real headache. In fact, the city of Jericho was a major obstacle. It was a threat to the future of Israel. Why, this fortress was a classic example of a monumental edifice of logistical impregnability. We're talking some walls around this city. These were big walls. I mean, these were big, high walls. You couldn't get over these walls. There was no way to get over. They were wide. You couldn't walk around. I don't care what you did. You couldn't get through them. You couldn't do anything. If you dug a hole below them, you couldn't get under them. If you did, they were really big.
Mr.
Really
Kirkland?
big. Yes, yes.
I'm looking at the score to the
yes.
music,
yes,
and I'm not seeing what you're doing. It's not there.
I just felt like I was really communicating. You know, I was really communicating.
But Mr. Kirkland, these folks came to hear the story about Jericho.
Yeah, but I saw the pastor this morning. He had shoes and stuff up here, you know?
Yeah.
I mean,
I understand.
And I don't have any shoes. All I've got is big walls and big under and over.
And these folks are waiting for homemade ice cream as well.
Oh, okay. As a matter of fact, now that you mention that, start the music. Well, you get the picture. The human odds were not on Israel's side, but they crossed the River Jordan nonetheless. For Joshua knew, and his people did too, if God was with them, they could win with less. So they reached dry land and got organized. But when they saw what they saw, they felt glum. For they discovered, and when they reached the walls of Jericho, the city was locked up tighter than a drum. Hey guys, that was just a figure of speech, a simile, an analogy, you know.
Ooh, an analogy.
Well, anyway, a plan was devised as to how the attack would be made. For 6 days they marched around the city walls. With those thousands, it was quite a parade. Where was I now? Oh yes, the 7th day, the day that Jericho would come to an end. The Israelites assembled with their thousands to fight. It was almost too much to comprehend. Imagine, if you will, the 7 priests in the front with their trumpets all ready to blow. Then the Ark of the Covenant and thousands of men just waiting for Josh to say, go! this day's parade had a different twist so that no one from the city would escape. The army had to march around 7 times. Josh hoped by now they'd all be in shape.
7 times?
That's right, 7 times.
Left, 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 right, left, 1, left, 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 right, left, 2, left, 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 right, left, 3, left, 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 right, left, 4, left, 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 right, left, 5, left, 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 right, left, 6, left, 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 right, left, 7.
Well, as the Israelites came around the 7th time, the fateful moment was finally at hand. Joshua called his thousands to halt and gave the cue to strike up the band. Oh, ooh, that needs some practice. No, I didn't mean now. Joshua commanded the trumpets to blow and the people to shout. Now, by this time, some strange things were happening. The ground around the city began to shake. The citizens of Jericho were also pretty shook as their walls began to crumble and break. Now, the rumble reached 10 on the Richter scale as those Quakers and Tremors hit that town. Even Josh was amazed and his people were dazed when the walls came a-tumbling down. As I said before, this saga is more than just a story from a long time ago. For it teaches us that God keeps his promises, as anyone who reads his book will know. So don't ignore this thought or shove this lesson aside, for to do so one would be a fool. Just remember it was God who had power enough to give Jericho some urban renewal. Hit it, guys.